Your car communicates with you all the time, every day, through your dashboard. It has symbols that light up to give you a clue about what's going on. We're going to teach you about all of these symbols, which ones you can ignore, and which ones are important to take into your PCT right away. One thing I want you to know about dashboard lights is they tend to be color-coded. So when you see a dashboard light that's red, that's normally a safety issue. It's telling you to stop, get this checked out right away. Don't drive the car like this. Keep in mind that the seatbelt light and the door open or door ajar light is also red on your dashboard. If a dashboard light comes on that is red, this is an indication that it's not safe to drive your car. Stop, call your PCT, take it in right away to figure out what's going on. If you have an orange or an amber light that pops up, that's warning light. That means slow down. You don't need to panic, you don't need to take it into your PCT right away, but you may want to look up what's going on with the car or figure out if it's something that you can do yourself. Remember, the check engine light is an amber orange light, so do not panic when that light comes on. It's telling you that your car is burning fuel inefficiently. And then lastly, we have green or blue, which means go or activated. These are the things that are telling you these systems are working or they're on. So often you'll see headlights green or blue, or cruise control green or blue to tell you it's activated or they're on. So this symbol is telling you that your airbag is malfunctioned and it will not deploy if you get into a car accident. It is a red light, so this is a safety issue. You want to stop and get this checked out by your mechanic. We all see this light and it loves to ding at us when we don't have our seatbelts on, but it's very important that we're being safe as we're driving, which is why this is a red light. We all know it's important to put our seatbelts on to prevent major injuries from accidents. So this is an indication just telling you wear your seatbelt. It'll also let you know if other passengers in the car don't have their seatbelts on. The parking brake indicator light and also your brake indicator light often come on at the same time. These are red lights and they come on for two reasons. One of them is if your parking brake is engaged or on. The other reason it comes on is if you are low on brake fluid. If the parking brake is engaged or on, make sure you disengage it. If the light stays on, take it to your mechanic right away. This is a red symbol that you don't want to mess around with. You don't want to drive around with this light on because you could potentially be without brakes and get into a car crash. This is your anti-lock brake system or ABS indicator. Anti-lock brake systems or ABS can be kind of confusing. Sometimes it's a red light, sometimes it's an orange light, and nobody really knows if they need ABS and how useful it is, okay? This isn't required to have ABS on your car. It's a safety feature to help if you're spinning out or you're sliding on ice. Anti-lock brake symbol or your ABS symbol in your dash is an added safety feature on your car to protect you from sliding out and spinning on ice, snow, or in rain. If it is lit, it means something is wrong with your ABS system, something's broken that needs to be replaced, you have to take it to your PCT. Sometimes this light can be red because it's a safety feature with brakes, but also it can be orange. If it comes on while you're driving and goes off right away, it's usually because it's been activated, it's working, it's doing its job to protect you from spinning out. But again, if it stays on, it means it's broken, it's not working. You're not gonna have that added feature to help you if you spin out. Take it to your PCT, have them check it out and see what's going on. The low fuel indicator dashboard light comes on obviously to tell you that you are low on fuel. You have about 20 miles left of gas in your tank, so get to a gas station right away. This is an orange symbol normally, so it's a warning light to tell you you need gas. But we want to keep a quarter tank of gas in our car at all times, and here's why. Your gas tank sits in the back of the car, underneath the seat, and it has a pump in it that pumps all of your fuel to the front of the car and the engine. If you let the gas get down to below a quarter of a tank, that pump has to work a lot harder to get the fuel to the front of the engine. It also starts to pick up some dirt and sediment particles at the bottom of the tank that settle over time. And so those are being pumped up to the front of the car as well. This will wear out your fuel pump a lot faster and then the car won't start. This can be a very expensive repair to replace your fuel pump, so you want to make sure you're keeping a quarter tank of gas in your car at all times to prevent something like that happening. Everybody panics when this light comes on, your dreaded check engine light or the malfunction indicator light. but it is an orange or an amber light, which means warning. It doesn't mean you need to check your engine or something's going on with your engine. It means you're burning fuel inefficiently. So that means you're either leaking fuel somewhere in your fuel system, or your engine is polluting the environment with too many pollutants from burning your gas. And the EPA requires us to have this light on your dash to let your PCT know your car is polluting the environment or is using too much gas. So nothing to really panic about, but you do want to get this checked out, especially if you live in a state that requires emission testing on your cars. You will fail your test if your check engine light is on. However, you don't need to panic or take it into your PCT right away. You will notice that you may be using a little bit more gas. You will not notice if you're polluting the environment more. But one thing that you want to know about your check engine light is it could be anything under the sun causing it to come on, not just your engine. Your fuel cap could be leaking. Your air filter may need to be replaced. There's several things that actually cause the car to burn fuel inefficiently. So make sure that you take it into your mechanic. They diagnose what's going on. It may not be something you can afford to fix right away. The check engine light may stay on for months at a time, but keep in mind that you will be burning fuel inefficiently. You may be spending more money on gas. So you do want to get these repairs done eventually so you have a fuel efficient car. There is one time when you want to panic, when the check engine light comes on, and that if it's flashing. If you start to see it flash and it's not on steady, that means you are doing damage to your engine. Do not drive the car like that. It's almost as if your engine was overheating. Shut it off and take it to your mechanic as soon as possible.